Hello everyone, I am Anjali Chauhan and you are watching One Academy videos. Here we are covering History MCQ series topic wise on our YouTube channel. And this is the Telegram group that you can join and ask your doubts related to any topic of history. And the source of this MCQ series is Class 6 NCERT History. So, as I already told you that Vani Mehra ma'am has covering various GS courses on Unacademy Plus for UPSC Civil Services exam, and she has recently completed the foundation course on Indian polity. So just don't waste your time. Just take the Unacademy Plus subscription by using this referral code Vani Mehra and get 10% discount on your Unacademy Plus subscription. So today's topic is Sangam Age Part 2. As we already covered the Part 1 that includes 10 questions of the Sangam Age. Moving towards the questions. Question number 1. Consider the following statements. First, the Gram Bhojka also functioned as a judge and sometimes as a policeman. Second, the independent farmers were known as Grihpatis. Now select the correct answer using these codes given below. So according to you, what's the answer? So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. This is the extra information here. The Gram Bhojka was often the largest landowner. Generally, he had slaves and hired workers to cultivate the land. Besides, he was powerful. The king often used him to collect taxes from the village. He also functioned as a judge and also as a policeman. So this is the first statement. So the first statement goes correct here. And there were other independent farmers known as Grihpatis, most of whom were small landowners. So this is the second statement here. So which shows that the second statement also correct, and the correct option here is C. Question number 2. Consider the following statements. First, the Roman Empire spread across Europe, North Africa and West Asia. Second, Augustus was one of the most important Roman emperors. Now select the correct answer using these codes given below. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. This is the information here. Rome was the capital of one of the largest empires, one that is spread across Europe, North Africa and West Asia. And Augustus, one of the most important emperors who ruled about 2000 years ago, said that he found Rome a city of brick and made it into a city of marble. He and later rulers built temples and palaces. So according to this, the correct option here is C. Next question, question number 3. Consider the following statements. First, amphitheaters, that is open arenas surrounded by tiers of seats where citizens could watch all kinds of shows. Second, aqueducts, that is channel to supply water. Now select the correct answer using the code given below. If you know the answer, then just type the answer in the comment section. So the correct answer here is C option. This is the information. Romans built huge amphitheaters, open arenas surrounded by tiers of seats where citizens could watch all kinds of shows, public baths with separate timings for man and woman, where people met and relaxed. And huge aqueducts, channels to supply water, were built to bring water to the city for the baths, fountains and toilets. So this is the correct information, and according to this, the correct option is C here. Next question, question number 4. Consider the following statements. First, the Greek name for Bharuch is Berigaza. Second, the imports into Berigaza were wine, copper, tin, lead, coral, topaz, cloth, gold and silver coins. Now select the correct answer using these codes given below, A, B, C and D. So what's the correct answer? So the correct answer here is option C, both 1 and 2. This is the information. Berigaza, the Greek name for Bharuch, and the gulf is very narrow at Berigaza and very hard to navigate for those coming from the sea. and ships had to be steered by skillful and experienced local fishermen who were employed by the king, and the imports into Berigaza were wine, copper, tin, lead, coral, topaz, cloth, gold and silver coins, and exports from the town included plants from the Himalayas, ivory, agate carnelian, cotton, silk and perfumes, and special gifts were brought by merchants for the king. These included vessels of silver, singing boys, beautiful women, fine wines and fine cloth. So this is the extra information, and the correct answer according to this is the C option. Next question, question number 5. Consider the following statements. First, the earliest coins which were in use for about 500 years were punchmark coins. Second, they have been given this name because the designs were punched onto the metal, gold or ivory. Now select the correct answer using the codes given below A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is A option 1 only. Why? Because the archaeologists have found several thousands of coins, and the earliest coins which were in use were about 500 years ago and were punchmark coins, and they have been given this name because the designs were punched onto the metal, silver and copper, not gold or ivory. So the second statement goes incorrect here, and the first statement is correct. That's why the correct option is A here. Next question, question number 6. Consider the following statements about the findings at Arikamedu. First, amphorae and aretine ware were found at this site. Second, a massive brick structure which may have been a warehouse was found at the site. Now select the correct answer using these codes given below. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. Between 2200 years and 1900 years ago, Arikamedu was a coastal settlement where ships unloaded goods from distant lands. यहाँ से एक क्वेश्चन आपका फर्स्ट पार्ट में भी हमने कवर किया था, तो अगर जिसने नहीं देखा प्लीज विजिट दैट वीडियो ऑल्सो. And the findings include pottery from the Mediterranean region such as amphorae, tall double handled jars that contain liquids such as wine or oil, and stamped red glazed pottery known as Aretine ware, which was named after a city in Italy. A massive brick structure which may have been a warehouse was found at the site, and Roman lamps, glassware and jams have also been found at the site. So this is the extra information, and according to this information, the first both the statements are correct here, and the correct option is C here. Question number 7. Consider the following statements. First, around 2000 years ago, Mathura became the summer capital of the Kushanas. Second, Mathura was an important center for the worship of Lord Krishna. Now select the correct answer using the code given below A, B, C and D. So according to you, what's the answer? So the correct answer here is 2 only. Why? Because around 2000 years ago, Mathura became the winter capital of the Kushanas, not the summer capital. So that's why the first statement goes incorrect here, and Mathura has been an important settlement for more than 2500 years. Mathura was also a religious center. That were Buddhist monasteries, Jaina shrines, and it was an important center for the worship of Krishna. Now several inscriptions on surfaces such as stone slabs and statues have been found in Mathura. So this is the extra information, and according to this, the correct option is B here, that is second statement is correct only. 8th question, consider the following statements. First, black polished ware is generally found in the southern part of the subcontinent. Second, Varanasi is in the north and Madurai in the south were the famous centers for the manufacture of clothes. Now select the correct answer using these codes given below, A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is B. Only second statement is correct. Let's see the information. Extremely fine pottery known as the northern black polished ware. It gets its name from the fact that it is generally found in the northern part of the subcontinent. It is usually black in color and has a fine sheen. The famous centers of manufacturing of both were Varanasi in the north and Madurai in the south. Both man and woman worked in these centers. So according to this, the second statement is correct here. And the first statement, wait a minute. First statement says that black polished ware is generally found in the southern part. So it is incorrect because it is generally found in the northern part of the subcontinent. So the correct option here is B only. Question number 9. Consider the following statements. First, association of craft persons and merchants known as Shrenis. Second, the Shrenis of craft persons provided training, procured raw material and distributed the finished product, and the Shrenis of merchants organized the trade. So now select the correct answer using these codes given below, A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. See the information. Many craft persons and merchants now formed association known as Shrenis. So the first statement goes correct here. And these Shrenis of craft persons provided training, procured raw material. So this is the information according to which the second statement goes correct, and this is the extra information. Then Shrenis of merchants organized the trade. Shrenis also surveyed banks where rich men and women deposited money. This was invested and part of the interest was returned or used to support religious institutions such as monasteries. So next or last question, consider the following statements. First, pepper, a very important spice grown in South India, was known as black gold in the Roman Empire. Second, traders chose to sail with the southwest monsoon if they wanted to reach the western coast of the subcontinent from East Africa or Arabia. So now select the correct answer here, A, B, C, D. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. See the information. South India was famous for gold, spices, especially pepper and precious stones. Paper was particularly valued in Roman Empire, so much so that it was known as black gold. So traders carried many of these goods to Rome in ships across the sea and by land in caravans. There must have been quite a lot of trade, as many Roman gold coins have been found in South India, and traders explored several sea routes. Some of these followed the coast. Now there were other across the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, where sailors took advantage of the monsoon winds to cross the seas more quickly. So if they wanted to reach the western coast of the subcontinent from East Africa or Arabia, they chose to sail with the southwest monsoon, and sturdy ships had to be built for these long journeys. So this is the information. So the correct answer here is C option. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel, like the video and hit the bell icon too. Thank you very much.